Another beautiful day on planet Earth. Get these spider webs out of my face. I just rode up here. Got that camera going. What a freaking mosquito. Look at that guy. I just put bug spray on too. Hey Frank. Man, that's a huge mosquito. How pretty. All the spider webs I rode through, you think the mosquitoes couldn't get to me. So last night whenever I was on the live stream, I was over here, a couple miles out that way, and I kept hearing the vocals, and it was coming from this direction, and I might actually be by where I heard them from. But if you go down this holler here, that's actually, that ridge line over there is part of my property, and on the other side of this is my property. But whenever I'm down at the house, we hear four-wheelers and stuff going by. This is what the main drag, what I call the main drag. There's another road on the other side of that. The trees there, excuse me. This will give folks an idea of, just how remote that there's, I guess if you go that way, the closest houses are probably, oh Lord, straight in a line, probably at least a couple of miles. My house is literally the last one up this holler. Now there's more over that way, but they're still pretty far away. I mean, in a straight line, there's like 2 miles at least between my house and the neighbors. I'm gonna try a vocal and see if I can get a response. Maybe try to figure out where these boogers is at. I guess because you gotta holler across it. When the settlers came in, the white man came through. They called the Misty Mountains, and this is why. It's rained off and on all day here. I went in this morning and helped Dad at Mama's house and fix a wall we had to tear out to fix a water line. And I just now got done laying some tile. I'm gonna haul up this way because I think I might be past where they was. But I figured I'd get good service right here. So watch your ears. There's a graveyard over here. I thought about stopping there. I might still ride over there. Because I found some stuff in that graveyard before. I was looking for tracks coming around here today before it got dark. But it's just rained so hard I couldn't even find the handprint that I found last night. Really, mosquitoes? I brought bug spray. I'm getting ate up again. How old is what? The mosquito, they look to be about at least 10 years old, as big as it was. Oh, it's an old graveyard. They actually buried somebody up there just a couple years ago, but man, it's really old. I think there's definitely tombstones in there from the early 1900s. Try this other call. I got a response doing this last night. It looks a lot brighter on the screen than what it actually is here. Right up here, look up here. Not sure what that means. Man, I have got a super cobweb wrapped all around my head that wouldn't come off. Spiders must be eating good. All these insects. Right down below me is another rock cliff right down there. You drop over, there's a guy's got a tree stand up above it. I used to have a tree stand over there, and somebody stole it. I don't know how in the world they even found it. Well, there's the moon. I was moving too fast. I was in the side by side, and somehow they got it. Whoa, what was that? Big thud. This would be a cool place to watch the storms come in and out. From the Three Amigos. It's not working on keeping the skeeters away. That one was huge. He got me too. The fog rolling in. This would be a great time for a booger to go across that field. Got both my cameras on. That's usually when the boogers come out, whenever you got your cameras on. Well, locked down at my house right now, it'd be pretty dark. I mean, dark enough you'd have to have the lights on. Where it gets darker down the hollers there. You know, up here, you still got a little bit of the sun. A guy used to raise cattle up here. He used to keep all this cut too. And I walked down that holler where I said the cave is, and I found quite a few bones and skulls and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened to the cow. I mean, it could have been coyotes or whatever. He also used to try to raise goats, but these goats kept coming missing. And I've heard since then that boogers really enjoy themselves some goats. So, I don't know. Oh, did you hear that knock? It's right behind me. Did that pick up? We'll do that call again. Nobody heard that knock. I picked up on that camera. Stop that one and mark it. I figured I might get some type of response over here tonight because I'm close to where I heard the vocals last night. I'm gonna try a whoop. I don't know if I can do it. I got a head cold. Or sinuses or something aggravating me. Seriously, he went out of the goat business because he had so much problems with the goats getting killed. And I can't remember. I ought to talk to the guy. He's still alive. But he would find the bodies all the time, and I'm pretty sure that just the organs were took out of him. I'm gonna ask him about it. I got the guy's number, and I read a book by Mary Green wrote a book, and it had Janice Carter Coy. If anybody's interested, they can look up the Carter Farms, and there's some controversy with it and stuff like that. But I find a lot of what she says very, very believable because I witnessed the same stuff here. And she was the one that talked about the goats. They would raise goats because she was allergic to cow milk or whatever, and she had to drink goat milk as a kid. So the boogers kept getting their goats. And I think that they was just eating the guts out of the goats. I'd have to read that again too. There went something sounded like a knock, but he's pretty far away. Could have been a gunshot. I was hoping 222 Mish would be on here because I like to talk to her. I talked to her on the phone, but I think she's about ready to share some of her stories. She told me a lot of stuff, and she's got some pretty amazing stories. I mean, some of it's pretty wild, but I mean, I believe her. There went a tap. Something in behind me. that camera facing back there. Well, not really. I mean, the liver and the heart, and that's full of nutrients and minerals and all that. I mean, that you get most of your nutrition out of guts, the organs. But I'm pretty sure she said that they would take their fingernail and run it down their bellies and open them up and just get the guts out of them and eat the guts and leave the goat. She said they would chase them and grab them by the leg and either break the leg or smack them up against a tree. And I've found evidence that they do that with deer around here. And then I mean I've left gut piles out for them before that they've got. I mean I don't guess they're eating the intestines or anything from the goats, but it's pretty interesting. I think I've got it saved on my computer, Cece. I'll send it to you if you want to read it. I don't know. I've heard that they like their meat a little bit rancid, like the Native Americans would actually leave meat out for it to spoil a little bit. I mean, it's nothing I would eat. You or I, our systems probably couldn't handle it, but they would let theirs sit out. And I've heard down in Texas, people do stuff like that. We'll leave a deer out on a fence post or whatever, till the outer meat turns a little bit, and then they'll cut that off and eat the inner meat. I don't know. Something I've heard a long time ago. Oh, no. There's something in behind me. You hear that? Something is moving. Ooh, there's a frog too, Sissy. No, I told Bailey to stay. I hope she did, because I went around a long way. Turn my back to it again. What? That's a bluegrass instrument. I must have missed something here. It probably just got spilled anyway. Man, they that creepy looking? That fog rolling in. Might get one of them wolf men up here or something. It's not a full moon though. This would be a good place to camp though. You got this big holler, which is, if you follow this one out, it connects to mine in the whippoorwill. And then in behind us, there's two big hollers back that way. So sound would carry up here. And then there's another one over here. And on the other side of those trees over there's another holler. So this would be a good place to listen. Yeah, these weeds are like chest high. Right there's at my chest level. I'm 6 foot tall, so I can see over the tops of them. And then you get the blackberry bushes, and they get even higher. And you cannot walk through this stuff. I mean, I drove through it right here. It's just a tangled mess. Good for rabbits. All right, I'm gonna do one more call. And then I wanna ride around to the graveyard. So look at these. We don't have much wind today. We'll do another one. I think there's a road that goes up to that point right there. This might be the best place to camp out. I'm just gonna see if y'all heard that. Yeah, I've got my spotlight. I actually got two bright lights up here. Because I forgot to put my spotlight on charge, but I got another light. There's a backup. I didn't even bring my FLIR because it would be useless in this fog. You think, lady? It'd be exciting, wouldn't it? Alright, I might as well turn this other camera off. It's not going to pick up nothing now. So let me ask this: how good did this video come in? Because what I'm trying to do is figure out a spot where I could camp all night and just go live. I mean, I would have to maybe get up on that knoll or something. But I had 3 bars right here. Sound like a tree fell. Man, I forgot to turn my notifications off. Man, oh God, that's aggravating. My other camera's off too. I just heard a howl back that way, like the Ohio howl. Man, I hope I did. Anybody hear that? Or somebody went live and it knocked me off this because I didn't turn my stupid notifications off. Man, that's aggravating. It's still going, listen. Yeah, he did, and it knocked me off because I went to hit a button. There on his dirty hide. I heard it again just now, though. Here. I'm going to return. Watch your ears. Hear it? Turn my other camera back on. There it goes. Hear it? There it goes. We'll ride back out that way. If I get signal out there, I'll go back live. We'll ride back out there, though. So I'll try to go live if I can get a signal. There it is again. I hear a dog barking at it now. Alright, we'll ride out there.